Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to New York City. I'm here in Washington Square Park in the middle of Greenwich Village, one of the most favorite neighborhoods in the city. And today I'm basically going to be giving you guys a guide about Greenwich Village. I want to make sure that if you're new here, you subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single video from this channel, because I do travel guides like this all the time. And I'm really going to be trying to give you guys everything you need to know, even while it's snowing out here. But before we do any of that, let's roll the intro. All right, so we're here, we're in it, guys. It's currently snowing, and it's gonna be snowing for the next few hours, and I was thinking, do I vlog, do I not vlog? I gotta vlog, I gotta make that content for you guys. So we're out here in the snow anyways. My camera might break. Anyhoozle, I'm basically gonna be running you guys through everything you need to see and do here in Greenwich Village. This is going to be in part of a bigger series that I'm creating that's going to encompass the entirety of New York. It is hands down the largest undertaking I've ever done on YouTube, but we're starting by covering all the neighborhoods that need to be seen and done here in the city. So first of all is Greenwich Village. It is a really cool place, and I've actually surprisingly spent more time here than I thought I would, because a good friend of mine, John Barr, who also makes videos, lives out here. So anytime we're hanging out, we're usually in this area. So in this park, there's two main areas that are very, very famous. One of which is the arch that's right behind me, and then kind of the closed off fountain. It's not always filled with water. Like right now while it's snowing, it's clearly not filled up with water. But what's really cool about this park is that, for one, on a snow day, you can come play here in the snow. There's kids making snowballs and snowmen and stuff out here, and people walking their dogs, because there's also a really cool dog park here. But besides that, in the summer or on days when there's nicer weather, people actually come here with pianos and play live music, some cool statues, and outdoorsy areas like here. This usually would be full of grass and a nice kind of place to chill. But right now it's just cold and snowy, but still, being here in the snow, totally different environment. It is really, really cool, and there's just snow everywhere and everything looks so beautiful. But we're gonna bounce out of Washington Square Park, and we're going to jump to our next area here in Greenwich Village. All right, so the next area we've jumped to here in the village is the Jefferson Market branch of the New York Public Library System. This is a super impressive building. It's just located here in the middle of Greenwich Village, and it's a public library, so we're gonna head on in. I've read a little bit about it. I heard it's gonna be a really expansive library with lots and lots of things to see in there. I'm just excited because libraries are such a cool place, and I feel like they're really underrated as tourist destinations to check out. But this one, just from the outside, the building looks so impressive. Looks like something out of Hogwarts. So we're gonna head on inside. What an insanely cool building. This place looks like a dungeon. The library is just so amazing. And there's also this really, really cool spiral staircase that takes you from each floor. I love this. This is a really cool find here in New York. So from what I can tell, the library is made up of 3 floors. You can take this awesome spiral staircase to navigate them. This would be a good place to come do some work, check out the old architecture from the library, and just check out some books that they have in here. That was so super cool. So now we're going to head off to another location here in Greenwich Village. It's actually deep rooted in the history of the gay rights movement here in New York. It's really, really important, and it's right here in Greenwich Village, so I'm gonna bounce off to there next. All right, so the building directly behind me is called the Stonewall Inn. It is actually a gay bar, and it is kind of the epicenter for the beginnings of the gay rights movement here in New York City. In June 1969, this bar was raided because it was known to be a gay bar, and being homosexual at the time was illegal. And so that night, the people inside of the bar and a crowd outside resisted the arrests and resisted the raid, and that was kind of the catalyst and the beginning push of the gay rights movement here in New York. It is a very, very, very important place for the LGBTQ community in New York City, around the world, and in the States in general. But it's very cool. They're obviously representing the pride pretty strong out here. There's lots of gay flags and lots of LGBTQ flags and the rainbow flags and all that stuff. So it's just cool to see that this place has been marked as a historical landmark in New York City, and you can come and check it out. And even right here, you have the flags of the United States, the city, and LGBTQ flag raised up right there. So this whole area is kind of marked and cemented in history. But we're going to check out our next spot here on our tour of Greenwich Village. So for those of you guys that didn't know, there were actually 3 really famous TV shows that were kind of placed, or at least the houses from those TV shows, the sets, were based here in Greenwich Village. So that's where we're heading off to next. We're doing 3 of them all in one shot because they're pretty quick walking distance from this. But I did want to know from you guys, did you guys have any idea that there were TV shows that were based here? If you did, let me know in the poll. All right, I'm gonna make this one quick because there's a lot of tourists that keep coming in and out of this place. This is an apartment from the TV series Sex and the City. The only reason I know about this place is because my mom used to love that TV show when I was a kid. This is Carrie Bradshaw's apartment. Now it seems like there's like a dog shelter set up in there, and there's some anti-Trump posters on the outside, which is interesting. Anyhow, we have another TV house to go check out. So let's go do that now. So here's another house from a TV show I've never watched. This is the apartment complex from Friends. I think I've seen the intro enough times to recognize that it is it. But there are tons of people just stopping to take pictures and stuff. That is officially the apartment complex from the TV series Friends. We have one more TV show to go. And this one may be a bit controversial now. So this house behind me is the apparent location of the Cosby Show's home. It's actually a show that I grew up watching. For some reason, I don't know why, I'm not able to jog my memory and remember this particular house. But that's what it says on Google Maps and on the internet, so we're gonna trust it for what it is. That right there should be the official home of the Cosby Show. I remember watching that show as a kid on Nick at Night, and it's unfortunate now that 2019, we live in a world where Bill Cosby ended up being a horrible human being. Anyhow, that kind of marks up our tourist destinations for Greenwich Village, at least for right now. We're going to take a little walk on down to a place that I really love here in the village, and show you guys maybe some quick bites that we could get. So before we continue on to where I'm heading to, which is MacDougal Street here in the village, I had to show you guys Joe's Pizza before we head off to MacDougal, because that is a really, really famous pizza spot here in the village. We're just heading off right now to where MacDougal is. It's a big weekend party spot, as well as a really big place for foodies. If you're hungry, if you want a bite in Greenwich Village, this place will give you so many options. All right, so we have officially made it to MacDougal Street. This has to be one of my favorite parts of New York City. John Barr, my friend, has actually introduced me to this area, and most of the times when I'm going out in the city, I'm going out here because there's a particular pub here that I really, really enjoy, but more on that later. The beautiful thing about this street is that you can literally get any kind of food you want from anywhere in the world. It is a little pricier if you were to go to more of the ethnic neighborhoods in Queens and get them, but that being said, there's lots of great options. I want to show you guys two particular ones that I want to kind of promote. I can't just go around and promote every single restaurant here, but it is something that you have to just come and check out for yourself because there's so many options. So one option that you guys might recognize is right here, Kusharista. We actually worked with this restaurant. They make kosheri bowls, which is a classic Egyptian dish. Really, really delicious stuff. You gotta check it out if you're here. It's an awesome street food, it's cheap, and you get a lot of food for what you're paying. All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've been dreaming for the day that I've been able to make a video about Insomnia Cookies. This is this cookie place called Insomnia Cookies. It's actually a branch of cookie places. They're a franchise. You can find them all across the United States, mostly in areas where there's college students, because where we are, MacDougal Street right now, is very close to NYU, the New York University. You can find them there. They do deliveries for cookies until like 3 a.m. It's honestly not sponsored. This is just a place I literally love so, so much. But I just got a regular chocolate chip cookie. It's gonna be nice to heat things up a little bit because it's so, so cold and snowy. It's just like extra gooey. These are legitimately like the best cookies I've ever found in my life. And they're so good. Just to show you the diversity of options that you have when it comes to food. You have Ethiopian. 2 feet away you have sushi. Here you have Belgian French fries. Over there you have falafel. In addition to all of that, you actually have a speakeasy bar right here. I haven't actually been to this yet, but my friend John has. I'm pretty sure he's made a video on it. It's just a hidden bar. Like casually, you wouldn't really think of it. It's not advertised as a bar, but it is right here. And you can enter this thing every weekend, every night. So the fun doesn't just end on MacDougal Street. The nice thing about it is it kind of spills out into another area that's even more popular. I don't know exactly what to call this area, but this is kind of where the pub line begins. And there's just a bunch of pubs and bars going all the way down here to the left. As well, one of the most famous dollar pizzas in New York City, Percy's Pizza, is right here on the corner when you exit MacDougal on, it's Bleecker Street. It is Bleecker Street. So we're gonna walk down Bleecker Street right now, and I'm gonna show you guys my favorite pub slash bar in New York City and potentially the world. So once again, not sponsored or anything, this place is called Peculiar Pub. For somebody who travels the world like me, coming to a place, which the specialty in this place is the fact that they have beers from all over the world. They have drinks from all over the world, but they have imported beers from anywhere that you want. Japan, the Philippines, Israel, it doesn't matter where you go, they have those beers right here inside. It's really, really, really awesome to be able to come out on a weekend and try different beers that I've had before and new beers from around the world. And that's what I love about it. That's what draws me here. For somebody who travels a lot, it's just so cool to be able to have that access to that stuff, and it's not even that expensive. It does get lively on like Saturday and Sunday night, so it's hard to find a spot, but if you come on a weekday, it's pretty nice and chill, and it's just a really, really cool spot to come hang out. Really enjoy this place. They didn't sponsor this, but I hope they do in the future. It could be really cool to come and make a video here, but I love this place, Peculiar Pub. One of the coolest spots in the city, in my opinion. I'm also gonna shout this place out just because they were friendly enough to let me use the restroom right now, but it is very cool. I actually found it by chance right now. It's a bar called Wicked Willys. It's like a pirate ship themed bar. Super, super cool. that's the thing with this part of Greenwich Village is there's so many places I could shout out and tell you guys to come, but it's really, you guys just gotta come out here, come walk down MacDougal Street, come walk down Bleecker Street, explore the different bars, go bar hopping, enjoy yourself. It's a really, really, really cool area. So like I mentioned earlier, because this area, Greenwich Village, is nestled in with a school called NYU, the New York University, which is actually spreads out across a lot of Manhattan. It means that the area is inhabited by a lot of young people. And so that breeds out some really cool businesses and places to hang out. So where we're going right now is actually a store that is also kind of a museum, but that is the nice thing. Like, a lot of these buildings are just part of the university campus, and a lot of the businesses here are run to promote student life. So it feels like the vibe here is just very welcoming and friendly, nice and clean and safe. All right, so hidden underneath the scaffolding here, right nestled in the middle of NYU, is a store called Evolution. I have a real passion for science and paleontology and archaeology and things like that, so this store is based completely on that. They have like taxidermy animals and fossils from dinosaurs and stuff. It's just really, really cool. The things in there are just so cool. But that is gonna sort of conclude our tour of Greenwich Village. Make sure you check out that store, Evolution, and let's outro this vlog. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have no idea how my camera's still even operating. It's literally been snowed on for 4 hours, so shout out to Sony for making some amazing cameras. I'm gonna end this video here. I want to clarify a point right now. You don't have to follow this guide when you come to Greenwich Village, point for point. I think what could be cooler for you to do is to choose out the things that you really want to do here in the video, mark them down on the map, and come visit them on a little day trip to Greenwich Village. It's not expensive. Most of the stuff you can do here is cheap, and it's all literally maybe 15 to 10 minutes walks from each other at most. Really, it's a tiny little neighborhood, so you can get around all day and just hang out here. Really, really cool area. I know that I'm not a local, but I'm trying to create some guides out here that'll help people when they come visit New York City. So I think this was pretty useful for people who want to come visit, but I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm getting snowed on pretty hard. Just keep that comment section respectful if it's okay with you. And we're gonna see you guys in the next one. Make sure that you subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single video from this series on New York City. And if you want to support this channel, you can buy some merchandise down below in the description or on screen right now. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, class.